Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's DIY time. Time for me to build a rock crusher. That's right, a rock crusher. I recently got in some hard rock Paydirt from Vendetta Prospecting, and I really wanted to crush it up. But I also didn't want to spend an exorbitant amount of money on a rock crusher for Paydirt that might or might not have any gold in it. So, like most of you, I went to YouTube to do some searching, and there were some really cool ideas on there, but most of them required welding or way too many parts. I like things simple. So I went to a local store, picked up 2 items, and made myself a rock crusher. So I have my safety glasses, I have some earplugs, and let's go watch some video of it in action. And then we'll come back to the table and I'll explain to you exactly what the 2 parts are that I used to make a rock crusher. So you got to see my DIY rock crusher in action, and let's just show you what it was made of. That's it, 2 parts, no welding involved, nothing but buying 2 things from a hardware store or a tractor truck supply store. And the 2 parts are a 1 1/4 to 2-inch hitch adapter and a 2-inch hitch. Now the thing about the 2-inch hitch, most of these have empty bottoms. You need to find one that's got a solid plate on the bottom. For the adapter, the cheapest one I could find was on Amazon, and I paid $16.05 for this, but I think its current price is $17. It fluctuates between $16 to $20, but it was far cheaper than any of the ones I found local, which were around $30 and up. Now for the trailer hitch, I went with the double ball hitch just because it was the cheapest one I could find at my local Menards, and I paid $33 for this. In total, I only spent $49 to have a DIY rock crusher. Now, I don't include tax into that because everyone's state tax is a little bit different. And now to the big thing, did it actually work? Now, I originally started with 19 pounds and 2 ounces of material. I classified it down to a 1/4 inch and then only crushed everything bigger than a 1/4 inch until it could be classified down below a 1/4 inch. So this is a material that went through the 1/4 inch classifier that I did nothing to. And this is all the material that was over a 1/4 inch that I used my DIY rock crusher to get it through that classifier. Now after I classified the material, I was left with 9 pounds and 12 ounces of under 1/4 mesh material, which meant I was left with 9 pounds, 14 ounces worth of material, which I crushed down and now have 8 pounds, 15 ounces of material. So I lost about 6 ounces to dust, and that's not too bad, and it worked. Now I will say, while it did work, this is definitely not something you would want to use for a massive amount of rocks to crush. If you find a rock every once in a while that you're curious about, a bag of Paydirt, something like that, that you're just curious about, this works great. It was a lot of work. It took me about 3 hours to crush this down. And that's not too horrible, but I don't plan on crushing a lot of rocks, so I didn't mind doing it. But if I was going to be doing this every week, I would spend a couple $100 and get a real rock crusher. But in a pinch, if you happen to already have a trailer hitch with a closed bottom, just go get yourself an adapter and you're set and you can crush some rocks. Now again, I will put a link to this on Amazon because it really was the cheapest one I could find and it really did well. For the trailer hitch, you could probably find one on Amazon around $30 to $40, but you're probably better off just going local. Now, one final comment, if you do decide to go with this, make sure you have a stable platform to put this on. I was using it on a stool. I had cut a hole in and just inserted this part into the stool. And as you could see in the video, the stool wanted to wander around as I was beating it. So if you have a workbench or something like that, this would be great to attach to. Just put it away in a little bit of corner because it will make some dust. And that's going to be it for my under $50 DIY rock crusher. Thanks for watching, and if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button below.